in New York, Jimmy Butler did suffer an injury at the end of the game, but hey, y'all pulled away with a W. All right. So, Dave, what happened? Talk to us.
Well, the team happened. I can't. I'm not just going to say Jimmy Butler, even though he had the higher scoring. He had 25 and 11, but this was a team win. This is what I was. This is what I was looking for. Something that we needed because we haven't had one really in the series prior. Every game that we won was pretty much on Jimmy's shoulders. He was the one that fed us with every single win. Now we did have some key players that helped out, but this game right here is when we showed that everyone could do it. Gabe Vincent had 20, you know, and
Mhm.
this is what I said in the regular season. I said I think what would be best is if we have Gabe Vincent starting and have Kyle Lowry come off the bench, and this helped us a lot more because Kyle Lowry is a vet. He's able to help that team when it come off the bench. He's still going to play starters minutes just about. He still gets about 25, 30 minutes a game, so he's still going to do what he needs to do. Jimmy had 25 and 11, so Jimmy did what he was supposed to do. And then what messed up the Knicks was Jimmy was out there, but he couldn't do anything. And instead of making him play defense, you let him be a decoy on defense as well. They didn't do what they needed to do to be able to, take advantage of Jimmy being hurt. Um, Kevin Love had three great outlet passes back to back to back, all touchdowns. We got a bucket. Bam had a key turnaround left hand layup in the game as
Mhm.
well. Kyle Lowry hit some big shots in the fourth quarter with Jimmy being hurt. So it was an overall team win. Is what I exactly what we needed. Now I do understand that Julius Randle didn't play, and that could be something. But Jalen Brunson was there. He didn't shoot particularly well. It was 0-7 from three. Josh Hart was 0-4. So I expect it to be different. For one, and then game two right now, as far as I know, Julius Randle um, and Brunson are both questionable for the game, and so is Jimmy Butler. So if none of them play, then it's going to be on what the team's going to do. But overall, good win. It's just game one, so we got to get more.
Carl.
Hey, JMO, let it go, bro. Let it go. I understand you don't like Kyle Lowry. Let it go. All right. So, me, when I was watching the game, I watched this one from the entirety, and I was watching the game, and he started off hot. Gave Vincent 5 straight points out the gate, but then the Knicks started getting it going. I'm like, okay, this kind of looks like not like Cleveland per se, but it looked like they was getting in that groove they had against Cleveland. Okay, I'm like, all right, it's carrying on. But what I noticed was he made a run. The Knicks started missing. I think that he turned up the defensive intensity. Um, and like he said, shout out to K Rod. I mean, Caleb. I mean, throwing dimes full court. Jimmy Butler lost Obi Toppin for one of them dimes too. We went right up.
And
I
dunk it,
mean,
yeah.
two of them was the Jimmy. The two of them was the
Mhm.
Jimmy.
Not
But,
oh, two of them, yeah.
yeah, two of them was the Jimmy. Gabe Vincent, like I said, had a great game. A great game. He kept it close at one point. Him and Jimmy. Jimmy didn't. He got it going slow in the beginning, but he picked it up later on in the game. Um, what I will say is they did a real good job of containing Jalen Brunson. Jalen Brunson did miss some good looks, but overall they did a pretty good job on him, and they did a pretty good job on Emmanuel quickly too. I think they did a really good job on Emmanuel quickly. Quickly at some moments didn't even look like he was out there. Um, in the third quarter though, I think that's when Jimmy started to get it going in the third. Gabe hit a couple shots in the third, and in the fourth, Kyle Lowry was just wreaking havoc on defense. He made so many good plays. And then another play that can't go unnoticed is deep in the fourth. Gabe Vincent dribbling the ball up the court, gets into a double, and Kyle Lowry right away, timeout. He's in a bad position. That play can't go
Veteran
overlooked.
play.
The veteran savvy of Kyle Lowry that yesterday was just displayed. Caleb Martin had a crazy block, I believe, in the third on the fourth quarter.
Facts.
Just came out of nowhere. I think Caleb Martin has been an unsung hero for the Heat. One of my guys, I said last year, and I got laughed at. Guess I get the last laugh. But Caleb Martin has been a really good and key player for the Heat. Um, Overall, great win for the Heat. Now, Jimmy Butler, ankle injury, it does look like one of those, like Julius Randle guy. It look like one of them with if the ankle swells up, he might miss a week. Hopefully it doesn't. Hopefully he doesn't. But just based on what I see, it do look like one of them. He was on the ground for a little minute. He was gimpy the rest of the game. Shout out, and just shows the heart of Jimmy Butler to even finish that game, even though he really, like Dave said, couldn't do nothing the last 5 minutes. That's probably why he was stuck on 25. They just had him in the corner on offense, and he just sat in the corner. And we all know that's not Jimmy's game at all. And they defensively, they did on a couple of occasions try to attack him, but the Heat did a really good job, I think, helping whenever they tried to go at him. But overall, great game by Miami. I still got Heat in 6. Hopefully, like I said, Jimmy's okay, but Heat in 6.
Yes, sir.
You said still, like you were saying the Knicks got going to win it. You should just say you got the Heat winning in 6. You don't gotta say still.
Oh, because I'm not changing it to 5, or I'm not saying it's a sweep. I'm gonna keep my number 6.
Okay. That's cool. I still got the Knicks. So I'm gonna say I still got the Knicks in 6. Coming out the gate, like you said, the Heat went on a great run, and I was like, I wish I was on the show so I can get my prediction off, but I might be able. I still got some time to switch it if they lose. And the Knicks lost, but I said, you know what? Nope, I'm not gonna be that guy. I'm gonna pick the Knicks, and I'm gonna ride with the Knicks. I definitely see how Miami can do it because look, the others are stepped up in a big way, and with that Bucks win, you could see it, like the motive, like the confidence is there now. Like no one's slacking anymore. Kyle Lowry, like you all said, was even playing defense harder. He looked like the Kyle Lowry when he had Kawhi Leonard. That's the Kyle Lowry we seen out there. But Julius Randle will be back at some point, and Jimmy Butler ankle. We really don't know about that ankle. I don't trust Miami without Jimmy, but with him, I see it. They put up a whole average like 124 points. That's the others, not Jimmy, just the others. This is the stuff that they do. Caleb Martin coming out there is that different rotation is giving the Knicks something different to look at because again, they did probably come out there and think this was going to be like Cleveland. We have the better team, we have the deeper team, we have more scores, and to them they may have the better coach. So they said, all right, we're gonna come out the gate and we got this. And I said to them, you can make the face all you want. To them, they think they got the better coach. So we're gonna see what happens in this series. But to me, out the gate, the chemistry was off. I mean, I'm glad RJ Barrett found his swag in that first series because he put up 25. We thought he was gonna be the X factor. Quigley, he still got a chance to make a comeback. So we'll see. Kevin Love ain't gonna be throwing them touchdowns again. I think Kevin Love thought he was back with LeBron. Kyle Lowry thought he was back with back in Toronto. Yeah, he thought he was back with Kawhi. They both thought they was back somewhere they wasn't. So I think they snapped back to reality, and the Knicks fans actually show up and stay interested in the entire game and not lose faith in their team in the third like they did and got quiet. So shout out to the Heat for doing that. But I still got the Knicks in 6.
My bad, Joe. One thing I forgot before you go. I think the Knicks, when Julius Randle come back, will be the same as the Cavs, really good on the offensive glass. They actually were pretty decent on the offensive glass against the Heat last night. Yesterday. But I think the Heat did a better job of limiting them on the offensive glass, but they were still on the offensive glass.
Yeah, Josh Hart still had 8 rebounds.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So I picked Miami to win, but the Knicks could definitely win the series. They could definitely win the series. All right, Butler had a good game. Butler's Butler. Gabe Vincent, like you said, showed up, had 20 points. It was good from 3, especially that clutch 3 he hit when he got fouled when they didn't call it. That should have been a foul. Lowry was clutch down the stretch, defensively and offensively. Hit that shot on the sideline. K-Love looking like Mahomes. Bam was solid. But here's the thing. In the first half, the Knicks, because like you said, the Knicks got them to they had like a 10-point lead, 8 to 10-point lead like the whole first half, third quarter, right? And they was killing y'all in the paint. They was scoring like all these buckets in the paint. They had 40 points in the paint in the first half. In the second half, they had 22. That's it. They had 22. So y'all did a good job eliminating paint points. And then, like Carl said, I was gonna mention that offensive rebounding. That's the Knicks bread and butter right there. They already don't shoot good from the field. I mean, from 3, they shot 20%. I mean, they shot 20% from 3. They shot poorly. And y'all limited their paint points in the second half while shooting bad from 3. And then offensive rebound, they had 12 offensive rebounds, but like Carl said, y'all limited that. Like normally, Mitchell Robinson got like 7 and so in one game, 8 and so, right? Josh Hart be having 5 and so. Just all them 2 is 12 for real. But y'all had 10. They had 12, y'all had 10. Second chance points, right? They had 11, y'all had 7. So that's normally how the Knicks win, like out hustling you. They kind of out hustle y'all a little bit. but y'all were right there with them. Plus, y'all shot better from the field, and that's how I won the game. But that Brunson, I don't think they did good with Brunson. I thought Brunson got whatever he wanted for real. He was just missing from three. I mean, he was open something for three, and he still shot almost 50% from the field. He was blowing past Kyle Lowry. He was surprising me with Gabe Vincent. Like when they put Brunson in the pick and roll, he was going to the cup at will, and he was scoring with every single time. So if I'm a Knicks fan, I'm excited about that, about the Brunson matchup with the Miami Heat, because he was getting what he wanted, in my opinion. And this happened without Julius Randle. So you're a Knicks fan, you should be optimistic because, like Carl said, when he comes back, he's going to help with that rebounding. He averaged 10 a game. So
Bing bang.
he averaged 10 a game. So, but I picked Miami in 7 because I feel like when it comes down to a game 7, we saw the Warriors and Kings, right? It comes down to the experience, and the best player was Jimmy Butler. So I got Miami still in 7, but Knicks could definitely win the series.
Hold on, who's the best player?
In the series, Jimmy Butler.
Okay.
I knew he was going to. I knew it.
Oh, yeah.
I knew it.
Yeah, this Jimmy Butler definitely the best player. So, but yeah. All right. Thank you for staying to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, and also hit that notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening on any podcast platform, subscribe and hit that notification button, y'all, so you can be notified we put out another podcast audio. And last but not least, hit that share button. No matter what you're listening to or watching it, hit that share button and send it to somebody that you know that would love to watch this episode you just listened to. So once again, thank you for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all in the next episode.